It's raining pretty hard. It's rained all night, so there's puddles, which is unusual for California. And we've arrived. They're warning us. You can hear that water rushing today. Made it to the Vernal Fall Bridge. Gotta say, there's only been 5 people that I've run across getting here, which is extremely unusual. It's a Saturday. This wide brim hat in the torrential rains is a lifesaver. Plus, I have 3 water-resistant coats, and I'm wearing ski bibs and some nice boots. Took about an hour to get here. I'm taking my time. The Vernal Fall Bridge has a restroom, so it's time to drink up and rehydrate and then refill. And on we go. Enjoy the ride. This is a sight you don't see very often, the Vernal Fall Bridge with nobody on it. This is where the mist trail is sometimes closed. You can see the gate there. And it's also where, if you wanted to take the John Muir trail, you'd go that way instead of taking the mist trail. Some people like to take the John Muir down because it's not as steep. But hiking pool, here we go. Yeah, we're climbing up to Vernal Falls. They don't call the Vernal Fall Mist Trail the giant staircase for nothing. Here we go. We made it to the rock cave, where it's actually a little dry in here. And as you get to the other side, you're greeted with a tremendous view of Vernal Falls. You can hear the thunder of that waterfall. Sure does make it easy to go at your own pace when nobody's on the trail. You know, I'm on my way up to the top of Nevada Falls to do some fishing, but you just got to enjoy the ride. And there's Vernal Falls, just gorgeous. It is raining, but it's also starting to get a little ice, a little snow coming down too. Now we're going to head up to the Silver Apron and the bridge that crosses over to go to Nevada Falls. The waterfall trail. The Silver Apron is truly silver today. You can't see Nevada Falls. That's where we're going. I've decided to take Clark's Point up to Nevada Falls on the John Muir Trail. It's 10:30 and the sun is starting to peek out and I can see the Nevada Fall. Gotta love the springtime. On the way up to Clark's Point, you get this spectacular view of Vernal Fall. You can see some of the snow is collected here from this morning. You have to trust your instincts a little bit on which way to go, but there is a map at Clark's Point as well as directional signs. Even if you're a guy, if people are around, don't hesitate to ask for directions. Since this is a cross point for several trails, there are many different perspectives. You might be able to see a little bit of ice forming on that water. Happy to say, a lot of the climbing is done. We're almost to Nevada Fall. But Nevada Falls is still a little ways away. But we'll get there. Here's kind of a unique view of the Nevada Fall. case you're wondering, the snow is wet enough to make snowballs. This is interesting because you have to walk underneath the water falling off the ridge to get over to Nevada Fall. What a cool little hideaway underneath the ridge. I bet you don't see this all year round. Oh, we made it to the top of Nevada Falls. Feel the power of Nevada Falls. This is what goes into Nevada Falls. Just beyond the falls is a place to get out of the rain and crack open these hand warmers. We go another 1/10 of a mile on the trail and then scurry over some rocks to find a fishing place. Well, here I am, ready to fish. In all honesty, this might be an epic fail, but the journey was worth it and I'm gonna give it a try. I haven't fished for probably since the 70s, so I don't really understand, but I think you need calm water, and that might be a little hard to come by. Got myself this proficiency rod. It's got 6-pound line on it. Got a barbless lure on it. Supposedly won't get tangled up because of the line being inside the rod. Give it a go. Well, that didn't work. There it goes. I caught myself a bush. Well, I did get it out there into the water. Getting better at this. Technique that I flip it into that rushing water and it gets carried away. Well, it got another landfish there, the bush, and I'm ready to say this is an epic fail because the water's rushing pretty hard. I don't want to wade in there to try to get the lure, and actually it's starting to snow again, so good try. We'll do it another time. So maybe not the best fishing spot, but it is lovely. I'm on my way down now, the John Muir Trail, back towards the valley. One thing I can say is this hat is silly looking, but it keeps the rain out of my eyes and face. It's really nice. You can see the clouds are back again. The weather didn't clear up like I thought it was going to. I'll see you at the bottom. Okay, I wasn't going to take a video till I got down to the bottom, but the clouds look spectacular, and there you see Yosemite Falls in the background. Well, folks, we've made it back to the Vernal Fall Bridge. Feels like we're in the valley at this point. So it's time to pat ourselves on the back for a good day's work and get ready for some relaxation and food. We'll go to the 3 places where we can get food and adult beverages in the valley here. We're at the Ahwahnee bar looking for some relaxation. The waiter just brought some water, which is refreshing. But I'm looking for, let's see here, American Blonde 805. That'll do it. Plus the turkey chili. It's a little spicy. We'll see. Oh look, it comes in a sourdough bowl. One of the things about going to the Yosemite bar is that you have access to the entire property to roam around while you have your drink. It's kind of like Las Vegas. Cheers. When I say the entire property, I mean the entire property. If you go exploring, you might even find some pretty unique spots where you can hang out. When the weather is nice, people choose to go outside and enjoy their beverage here. Oh my God, I found the perfect chair overlooking Half Dome. It's time to move on. We go to the Mountain Room Lounge at the Yosemite Lodge. We're at the Mountain Bar. The menu's not very extensive right now, it's limited, but we're able to get some shrimp and beer. Now we explore Bar 1899 at Curry Village. This place normally sells food from the grill and the pizza deck, but because of labor shortage, they weren't able to open. The Seven Tents Pavilion was open, and I was able to get chicken and sit by a roaring fire. Have fun, and we will see you later.